Good morning. Welcome to EduSet Friend. Friend, as you know, this will be an organized series of lecture on soft skills. Last two lectures we discussed communication skill, and in those lectures we try to know what is the component of communication, how one can improve their communication. Today we'll move further and we'll try to understand the personality of a person. What does it mean? How one can identify their personality, another personality, and if they identify, they will also try to either to emulate them, either to impose upon them, impress upon them. Sorry. So there are various sort of dilemma goes in the person inside. So, but the point is to recognize what is the true kind of personality. So, if you identify it, only then you can develop your personality. So, we'll try to understand the details, even theoretical and practical approach of the personality. And for discussion on this very topic, we have in the studio the same resource person, Professor Nirmal Bhatnagar. She is a communicator, motivator, and have been achiever, and have been held several important positions like Chief Manager of National Textile Corporation, and has been recipient of many awards. I have already told you, but still those who have joined today. So I tell you, Best Women Entrepreneur Award, Best Women Executive Award, etc., etc. So her knowledge and experience and her interaction with the large number of people certainly have given a kind of a skill which will today will teach us, and we will try to get benefit out of it. So on your behalf, I welcome her for EduSet lecture on this very topic, personality development. Welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Today, for last 2 days, we've been telling you something about communication skills. Today, I'm going to talk about personality. What is personality? Personality is a very misunderstood concept. Many of us use this word many times during the day, but we do not understand what is personality. Personality is not looks. Many of the girls and boys I've seen saying, what a lovely personality, to a girl who's pretty looking, a girl who has lovely figure, to a man who has a macho body or who's got muscles, or who is what you call good looking, 6-footer or something like that. But personality is not all this at all. Personality is what you are, inside, outside, your thinking power, how you take the world, how you face the problems, how you talk, how you wear, what you wear, how you move about with people. Everything and anything about you is a personality. Your personality is yours only. You can acquire some tactics into it to improve your personality. Nobody can claim anybody else's personality at all. God hasn't given us the power to get or take birth with anybody we desire to take birth. Somebody is designed to be born in a village. He is designed to be born in a village. To the parents, maybe they are farmers. Somebody is designed to be born with Bill Gates. He is born with Bill Gates at all. So there are two things in world which we cannot change. One is where we are born, to which family we live into, where we are, get our parvarish or brought up. And the second thing is the features that we acquire at birth. If we are dark looking, we are dark looking. If we are fair looking, we are fair looking. If you have long hair, short hair, you have a certain type of stature, you are short in height, you are long in height. This is all genes that you develop when you are born. So two things remember, whosoever you are, wherever you are in the world, maybe you are in a small city, in a big city, in a metro town, anywhere, you are your own personality. Your looks are your own. Only thing that can enhance your personality or you can add on to your personality is your behaviors. Your behaviors, your thinking style, and how you go about leading your life. Now, to give you a little example, you remember a lady, well-known lady, who was the first one to go to United Nations from India, and the lady who was called the Nightingale of India, Madam Sarojini Naidu. She was supposed to be, they all used to call her in her own circles, a very ugly woman. But she was one of the leading personalities of the India, not only India, recognized internationally. And wherever she went, whatever she did, people just saw her with envy, and not only with envy, people wanted to copy her style, people wanted to talk like her, people wanted to look like her style, hairstyle and everything. So, if I was to sum it, what I'm trying to say, sum up for you, personalities are not your looks, personality is not your body shape, it's not your perfection of figure, it's something very different. It's something what we have inside us, how we think, what we are doing. It's your totality that is called personality. A very ugly person, a very charming person can be a very bad personality, whereas a very ordinary looking person can be a very, very eminent personality. So now with this, we are going to start on what exactly happens, what do we do, how do we recognize ourselves as a personality. Number one, we should self-esteem, we should find out what we are. We should, generally, you know, the tendency with us is that we do not, what we call, love ourselves. We keep criticizing ourselves in our quiet. Inside us, when we are communicating with ourselves, look at ourselves, we say, oh God, that person can speak so well, that person can wear clothes so well, that person is like this, I don't have it. So this is what we call in personality language self-condemnation. That we are all the time self-condemning. We are never trying to appreciate our own selves. Maybe we are very good with our parents, our behavior is very nice with our relations, with our friends, I am a very sincere person, but I'll never say, वो तो मेरे से बहुत अच्छा है. And most of the time, not only that we are doing it, the others around us are comparing our personalities, ourselves with others. See, the other person's child is so good, he gets 100 marks, my child doesn't get that. What are you trying to do? You are giving pokes to the personality of a little baby by comparing him to 10 other persons around him. You are disheartening him altogether. So the first thing in personality is learn to love yourself. And when we say love yourself, how do we love ourselves? We go into an introspective, we find out, sit quietly, take a piece of paper or pencil, write down what are my plus points and what are my minus points. What are my strengths in life? What all can I do? Oh, I am a very obedient person. That's my strength. I can work very hard. That's my strength. My third strength, I always tell the truth. Number 4, maybe you say that I can go and meet people in the worst of the situations and stand by them. That's my strength. Maybe you have a weakness that you get angry very fast. So accept your weaknesses. Find out what are your weaknesses and what are your strengths. Strengths are your biggest assets. Use them and try to love yourself for your strengths. And whatever are your weaknesses, for that what you should do is that you should try to gradually overcome them. If you cannot do it yourself, you should ask somebody else to help you to overcome those weaknesses. Now, how do we get to do this? This requires a lot of self-confidence. You know, to accept your weaknesses, to tell yourself I'm good at this or I'm not good at this, you require a lot of confidence in yourself. Generally, when we talk about goodness in us, we feel, people will think I'm very proud of myself. That's why I'm saying like this. So generally we do not agree on these things at all. Now there is one thing which is very necessary in life to gain confidence. It's very easy when I tell you, you should be a confident person, you should have confidence in you. But how do you have the confidence? I must tell you what is confidence and how do you get it. Number one, we all get confidence by compliments. If I give you a compliment, it will enhance your confidence. You give a confidence, again I take you to your home. I generally take up my examples from your day-to-day house situations because those are the situations we have all faced. You have a little baby in the house. The moment the baby stands up and takes his first step, we say, good, very good, and he takes the second step. You take him, well done, come on, and he does the third step. So saying good, giving a compliment is one thing which enhances our confidence in all fields of life. But I can assure you, human beings are very selfish. They are very, very stingy, very stingy about giving a compliment to anybody. And why do they not give compliment to anybody? Because they're jealous. We are all very jealous of each other. You may be looking very charming wearing a new shirt that you have worn. I know you're looking nice, the shirt is very nice, but I'll keep looking at you and it'll be very difficult for me to say, your shirt is beautiful, you're looking very nice in this. A compliment I will not give, but I'll keep it inside. Now, if people don't give us confidence, and I'm telling you that confidence is the base of, compliment is the base of confidence, then how do we go about? What is the solution? I will give you a very easy solution. Every time you do something good in the day, whatever little goods that you collect for yourself, when you lie down in your bed, just close your eyes for 5 minutes and play back the entire day for you. Oh, I helped a man to cross the road today. I am a good person. We call it stroking. अपने आप को खुद शाबाशी दो. Tell yourself in your heart, I did the lesson very well today. I could answer the professor 2 questions. I could ask a question in the class today. I'm good, I can do it. So self-stroking. So use the method of self-stroking. Let nobody stroke you. If you feel that you were confident today, you were looking nice, you could do things well, give yourself a compliment by saying, I was good today. If you have done a small thing by speaking nice to someone, say, oh, it was a good gesture. I helped my mother today do something at home. I'm a good person. I'm a good person. So self-stroking, what is self-stroking? Self-stroking is when we give shabashi to ourselves, our own way, without anybody doing it. I'm telling you, the world around us is very selfish. Everybody wants to beat everybody hollow. There are very few nice people who give you compliments, who want to make you come up in life, improve your personality, or ask you to come forward and be their competitive person. No, I don't want you to be a competition to me at all. So I will not let you come up unless I'm a good person myself. So what do I do to build up my confidence? Nobody is giving me compliments. I have done a good task today. I was able to get up in the class for the first time in my life and ask a question. But the teacher never said good. So what do? When I come back home, I lie down in my bed, or I finish my day, I close my eyes and repeat the whole day. And then I say, oh, today was a very good day. I did this, I should compliment myself, so I'm a good person. A pat on your shoulder. And these little pats are called strokes, which will build a lot of confidence in you. It is very necessary for a good personality that you should be able to go out with little confidence in your heart. Now we come down to second part in confidence. Most of us are followers, but suddenly out of the followers, one person becomes the leader. What is this self-styled leader? This man or this woman is all the time guiding us. If we even wear a particular color, we go to him, अच्छी लग रही हूँ, ठीक लग रहा है. We keep asking these things. If somebody, we are going out somewhere or we're doing something, I always have the opinion from this person, and this person grows slowly and gradually turns into a leader. Now this leader, what does he do? He takes away the confidence of everybody. Decision making power he takes away. He is the decision maker. If he says, nahi nahi aaj ye nahi karenge, तो he will not do. Suppose you're going to your classroom and this leader, the self-styled leader, says, let's bunk the class today. Let's not go to the classroom today. Now most of the people follow him. They say, हाँ ठीक है. Without thinking, they have no self left in them. They've killed their personality. It's almost like that a bigger tree doesn't allow anybody to grow under it. The shade of the bigger tree kills the smaller trees under. So I tell you what is the solution if you want to be a self-made personality and if you want to develop your confidence and become a leader sometimes yourself. How do you go about? One day only. You say, sorry, आप लोग ने बंक करना है तो करिए, मैं तो नहीं करूँगा. मुझे तो क्लास में जाना ही है. Everybody will look at you, raise eyes. हाँ, तुम बड़े लीड समझते हो अपने आप को. There might be a lot of criticism initially, but I can assure you, friends, put your foot down one day, and that one day, once you have gone opposed to the whole group, you will find that the next time when the group is bunking the class, they will definitely say, भाई इससे तो पूछ लो, ये क्या करने वाला है. अगर आपको अपने आप को establish करना है as a good personality and you have to develop yourself as an independent, acceptable personality, built in your self-confidence, then you have to make sure, you have to be believing in one thing, that I have my own mindset. मैं अभी किसी के हर वक्त किसी के पीछे नहीं चल रहा हूँ. अगर मेरा दिमाग एक चीज़ को कह रहा है ये सही है, तो मुझे अपना इंडिपेंडेंट एक्शन लेना है. एंड आई विल टेक माई इंडिपेंडेंट एक्शन एंड अकॉर्डिंगली डू थिंग्स फॉर माई सेल्फ. So there are 2 points I brought to you. Number one, I told you that love yourself. Take compliments for yourself. Stroke your own self. If others are not stroking you, learn to stroke yourself on right things. Now, a number of people ask me this question when I'm talking to youngsters on personality. Ma'am, when we stroke, we can stroke ourselves for even wrong things. So I said, okay, I'll tell you something. You go out, hit somebody hard and लड़ाई करो उससे. उसके बाद घर में आके कहो, well done, I have done a beautiful job today. You will not be able to say it to yourself, because we all have a voice inside which we call our conscience. Our conscience does not allow us to stroke on wrong things ever. Because in heart of heart, we all are true people. We have a personality inside which always tells us this was wrong. I should not have hit him. I should not have fought. I could have solved it another way also. So you will never be able to stroke yourself on anything which is wrong. The second thing, as I was telling you, was develop leadership qualities in you. Do not all the time be a follower. I don't mean that all the time you become a leader. Learn to respect others' feelings, but be firm on your feelings also. Let others respect your feelings also. Don't all the time be a follower. Be a leader sometimes, or for that you should put your foot down that I'm sorry, this is my time to go to bed. I'm not going to go out at late night. So let people understand you also have a independent mindset. Then we come down to the third thing. The third thing in the field of self-confidence is that most of us are made to believe right from the childhood. I don't blame a lot of students or children. I blame sometimes parents also. The parents put a feeling of complexes in different children. In one child, they feel he can do everything. And they generally tell anybody coming in the house or anybody in the relationship or discuss, ये तो बच्चा बहुत अच्छा है, देखो पढ़ाई में भी अच्छा है, he's so extrovert, he can speak, he plays also, but my other child, ठीक है बेचारा. Why do you have to give that feeling? And this is what I call giving shut-ups. We go on telling our children, we are going on telling them, you are, when compared to others, you are nobody. उनका बच्चा तो इतना अच्छा, मेरे बच्चे में तो कुछ भी नहीं है. उनका बच्चा तो ये करता है, मेरा बच्चा तो कुछ नहीं करता. Now these are the awful remarks we have. These are the awful things we face. And what happens when we face these things? When we face these things, we lose our confidence inside. Our self-respect, our personality gets smooshed, दब जाती है, खत्म होने लगती है, और हम उसको खत्म होने का चांस देते हैं. हम बिलीव करने लगते हैं वी कैन नॉट डू इट. हमें कह के ये बिलीव करा दिया जाता है कि वी कैन नॉट डू इट, ओनली द अदर पर्सन कैन डू इट. फर्स्ट तो दिस वन विल कम. The teachers are very, very responsible for this. I've seen in number of colleges, schools, all over, even the highest institutions, some people turn out to be favorites unconsciously with the bosses. And the bosses call them by name. For every small task, usko bulaiye, call that man, call that man. The others, you're killing their confidence altogether. Not only killing their confidence, and by killing their confidence, you're making them, in giving them an inferiority complex, that we are the useless in this organization. Nobody is asking us for anything. Whether we come or not come, who's bothered? These are the only 4-5 people who are all the time in meetings, who are all the time called for tasks. They are recognized, so let them be recognized. So a person loses his personality of being an extrovert. He turns into an introvert gradually, and when he turns into an introvert, he loses his initiative, he loses his interest in life, he loses interest in dressing up, he loses interest in coming to work or going to the college, any place. So it is very necessary that compliments, you have to tell somebody, make the person feel you are also important. Even a small peon in the office, you know, I give you example, we all the time hold programs in the office. There is one way that my chief calls me and tells me, ma'am, you have to organize this function in the evening. Now, I take everything on myself. I call the meeting of the 5 big ups and tell them, this is the project, aap ye kariye, you do this, you do this. I forget about the people down below the line who are working. Even if I involved a peon in my department and tell him, भैया 2 दिन हमें ये प्रोजेक्ट का काम करना है, तुमको तो छुट्टी नहीं लेना है, तुम चाय नहीं पिलाओगे तो हम तो कैसे काम करेंगे? See, where have you elevated him? He will tell his house people, don't talk to me for 2 days. सर ने मुझे बोला है, मुझे तो I have to be sitting tight in the room. सर की को 1-1 मिनट में मुझे चाय कॉफी देना, उनका सारा पेपर इधर उधर करना है. Give him that importance. The word again comes to importance. Your personality blooms when you are given importance. You go home, nobody is bothered, everybody is busy in his work. Nobody even asks you, आज दिन में क्या हुआ, कैसा रहा, how was it? अरे आप नहीं आए, ये रह गया, आप आते तो ये होता, आप घर में नहीं थे, हमने ये किया था, आज आपको भी ये. You feel, oh, they felt my presence. My absence is recorded somewhere. Somebody is caring for me. So please remember, personality is developed not only by outside traits, but in the house, in the workplace, everywhere. Every place that we go, our personality is picking up step by step, step by step. And we become very important personalities only when we get attention, we get compliments, occasional goods from people. See the speed of work that increases in you if I tell you, oh, you've done such a wonderful work. It doesn't happen. People hate giving compliments. They think they are too important to even say a word good or give a compliment to anybody. So the reason, if this is the world, then how do you keep yourself upgoing and saying, oh, I have done this, this is my job. Nobody recognizes this, doesn't matter. But I'm good, I'm good. Compliment yourself, stroke yourself for every little act that you have done. Now we're going to go down to attitudes of life. We have different attitudes. Everybody is looking forward to become something in life. चाहे वो down below the line हो, चाहे वो up at the top level बैठा हो, हर एक की एक aspiration होती है life में. Your personality picks up that aspiration and you go in the path of going up on that achievement, achieving your goal. But if there is nobody to help you out, nobody to give you a chance even, then what do? You are lost. You feel मैं कर रहा हूँ struggle और ये मुझे पीछे धक्का देता जा रहा है. This is what we call lack of initiative from outside. And if we don't have any initiative from outside, what do? Then we have to take a decision right here. I don't care. मुझे तो कल को ये बनना ही है और उस डायरेक्शन में मैं अगर ये नहीं बताते मुझे तो मैं I will do it my own way, I will study, I will somehow see that I achieve my goal. Maybe you're not able to achieve 100%, but at least 50% you will be able to achieve. Now, all these things that I'm trying to tell you are, maybe you think it's sermonizing, I'm trying to increase in you your confidence level, but friends, I will teach you also how do you do it. And if you promise me, if you believe in yourself, you will be able to do it. I take a challenge medically. If you put 20 brains of the most brilliant people and the most duffer people, as we call them in the life, the most unassuming people, put all the 20, 30 brains in a medical room and call the doctors to analyze the brains. They'll say all the brains are the same. God has given equal brain power to everybody. The only unfortunate part is in some cases, the brain power gets developed because there is an opportunity of traveling, parents are educated, or parents have more time to interact with you, or you have different type of surroundings in the house where you're exposed to the latest equipment, where you can use right from the age of 3 a computer, you have a Facebook, you have iPads and all these modern facilities, and there are other children for whom these things are not available. So their growth of brain becomes slow. They are not able to grasp all the new things that is happening in the world. It's not the fault of the brain, it's the fault of growth and opportunities and development. Your personality grows when you travel, when you meet people, when you socialize, when you learn things from people, you sit with people, listen to what they are talking, then you grasp something and use it yourself also. Now, if you don't even have that opportunity, what do? Now, here is where I would like to tell those young ones who are listening to me and who are into smaller townships and who do not have these opportunities in life, maybe because of circumstances, how they should work out. Number one, I've told you the method. Whatever is your skill, whatever you can do in life, whatever be the skill that you have in you, you've analyzed कि मेरी ये skill है, or maybe you are a farmer and your skill is that you know more about plants than a person sitting in a town. That is your skill. Expertise in your skill. Be very proud of your skill. Say that I know it. Even if you are running something, if you are a printer, you say, oh, I know printing. Nobody can know printing tactics than I do. That is my skill and I'm very proud of it. Don't crib about others. Oh, वो तो मैनेजर है, वो तो गाड़ियों में चलता. अरे तो होगा भाई. In my own capacity, I am a printer and I am expert. What I know, you do not know. If I ask you one question about printing, you will fall flat. All your these things will be nowhere. So remember one thing, learn to be proud of your skills. Have confidence that you are nowhere different from anybody. Many times, I have lots and lots of students who come to me, I advise them, they sit with me, and I try to build their confidence. And I tell them that all of you have appeared in CBSE, same paper. Maybe somebody has gone to one of the very big schools like Modern School or something else, or studied from Delhi University or Delhi Board. Somebody has done it from Bihar, another person has done it from a very small place in Nagaland. But CBSE has same paper for everybody. And if you are selected and sitting before in this college or in this university, you have all been selected because you have done the same level papers. Nobody is different from you except that somebody has better knowledge because he got opportunity, somebody hasn't got. Now to take you back to the topic that I was talking, I have been telling you so many things. Now I want to bring you point to point exactly into personality. Till now I have been only trying to innovate you, to tell you that you should be very proud of yourself. You should be very proud of what you are. But don't be proud of the crime or the dirty things that you do. But find out what are your skills, find out what are your plus points in life, and be proud of yourself. Number 2, love yourself. Those who love themselves are loved by others also. Those who do not love themselves are all the time condemning themselves. They find chorus of people condemning them. People will ultimately say, हाँ बेचारे को बोलना नहीं आता, हाँ भाई बेचारे को ये नहीं आता. आपको बेचारा बना देंगे, आपका सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस खत्म कर देंगे. So love yourself, be proud of yourself. Number 3, tell yourself, I am no less than others. If he can do it, I can also do it. अगर ये कर सकता है, maybe he can do it in 1 stroke, but I can do it in 5 strokes. But I can do it. If you have determination, have that sort of determination. If he can speak in the class or come to the mic and speak, then I can also do it. But I may be able to take little time, preparation and all. Whereas the others, this person can do it without any problem. So can you feel that this I that I am trying to develop in you is a part of your personality? Many of us lose our I, कि मैं, हम अपने मैं को भूल जाते हैं और इसीलिए हम पिछड़ जाते हैं. There is a hard and fast line on मैं. When we say I can do it, I have a brain, don't underestimate me, don't think that I cannot do it. Then I must be able to do it also, put in hard work also. It's not that by saying that you will be able to achieve. When you want to achieve, then you have to be interactive also. You have to work towards your objective and game. Now we're going to talk about something else. Now, we have talked about the general part, how you should have self-esteem. Now for acceptability, a personality needs to be acceptable. Acceptability does not mean wearing very hi-fi clothes or very expensive stuff in life. Many of the people I talk to, they say, ma'am, personality कहाँ हम में है, हमारे पास तो पैसा ही नहीं है. Personality के लिए you require a lot of money. Personality के लिए you require a lot of clothes. You require to go to parlors. You require to go to gyms. And for this you need money. We are the poor people. How can we afford it? We can hardly run our families and all. Now, I do not agree on this at all. And I want to assure you that money is not the thing that you require for personality. Personalities can be built even without anything. Who stops you from being a healthy person? You can maintain your health. You can go for a little exercise, for a little walk or little jogging, or you can do little exercise at home to keep yourself free. There are 101 things in the house itself which can make you look nicer. Your clothes, you can buy a shirt on the street and wear it so long as you're able to carry it well. You know, we say your clothes you don't put on, you say you carry your clothes. If you are able to find the right shirt, you are able to press it yourself, you are able to see that it does not stink, you are able to see that that one shirt you wear one day and keep it well and then again repeat it. I have never seen any of the accepted, what you call, people or in any of the offices that you walk in with a branded shirt or a branded trouser or a branded pair of shoes and somebody tells you, come here, you're wearing a branded shirt, you are the best person, you are the very good personality. No. Nobody ever knows what you're wearing. We never turn your collars and ask you, are you wearing a brand or are you wearing a ordinary thing made by your mother at home? No. It's how you're carrying your clothes, how you're walking with your clothes, with your chin up, with your shoulders at the back, and with the confidence on your face, with your eyes looking into the eyes of the person. This is what matters. This is what is your personality, your confidence in life. The way you interact with a person. I have seen sometimes even the most ordinary people talking to you. I like to quote you an example. See, I was in an interview board and we were interviewing MBA students for a very senior post. A very good company, I'll not name that. And this boy walks in. There were a number of boys who walked in wearing very crispy clothes and looking very chic and all dressed up, and we knew even the girls had coming straight from the parlors and all that. This boy walks in, he's wearing very clean clothes, walks in with a little smile on his face and a lot of confidence, and he sits on the chair with his head up and his shoulders back, hands on his laps, and looks straight into our eyes. And generally the question asked is, tell us something about your family background or tell us about yourself. See, the boy started with one sentence. My father is a chole wala and he sells chane bature in front of one of the colleges he named. And my mother is a housewife. She helps around my father till late night preparing for the chola batura for next day. And well, with all the hope that I'm going to be something, my father has made me study up to MBA, and I have to prove to my father that whatever he is invested in me, I'm going to make him proud. Then we asked him, what is your hobby? He says, I have no time for hobbies as such. I study and rest of the time I help my parents, and whenever I'm little free from my study, I go and stand next to my father on the thela and help him sell chola bhatura. Look at the confidence in that child. Look at the personality. And with one stroke, there were 5 people on the board. They said, this is the child. And we picked him up for the post. He had no background. He had no clothes. He had no money. He had no brands on him. And he was not pretending to be a branded person. He was down to the earth. And you know what was the decision? He was not even a good-looking, very charming person, as you all generally feel we call personality as a charm. No, but the look on his face, the confidence in him, and not only that, the decision was, if he's so proud of his background, how proud he would be of the place where he's working. And he was selected. Now see, this little example I'm giving you only to tell you, develop in yourself that spirit that you are you. You cannot acquire things the wrong way or right way to become what you are not. So please remember, personality is something different. Then always another thing comes in personality is your thinking power. You know, there are people who are all the time grumbling in life, negativity. ये मिला तो क्या मिला, इतना मिलना चाहिए था. This happened, so what can we do? We should get more about it. But positivity is, doesn't matter, at least I've got this, the other person doesn't even have this. Positivity is, so what? Tomorrow I'll also get this. Today if I have a bicycle, tomorrow I'll have a motorcycle also, why not? And day after maybe I will also have a little car in which I'll go. And if you have that positive thinking, then you step towards achieving things. And when you achieve through this positivity with your hard work, you have a different glow on your face. Imagine a person, he names in the morning, Papa, I want a iPad costing 50,000, and in the evening he gets it. What is the value of that thing to him? Nothing. In 2 days he will lose interest because he knows he can ask for anything better. Think about a person who has saved penny after penny and who is very proud that now my kitty is enough, that this Diwali I can go and buy for myself a small little phone, mobile phone. Maybe it's just a very ordinary 2,000, 3,000 worth of, that phone will have so much of pride when he holds it in his hand. This is what we call personality. A person's inner self, how it speaks. And you can see these people on the road who have excellent personality. You sometimes find them in the vendors who are sitting on the roadside, in the shopkeepers, that they have their own personality. They don't mind what people are thinking about it. They don't mind, but they know that they're doing the right thing, they are doing. You know, sometimes a rickshawala you come across who has so much of glow on his face, he's so proud. Hanji, I work whole day, I earn 50 rupees a day, and I am feeding my family. That is called a personality. You know, personalities are not what you call concentrated to high-ups, middle-class people, or to the lower-class people. They are with everybody. We are born with a personality. And we have to build it up by our confidence, our actions, our way of loving our own self, being proud of whatever we have, going ahead to achieve what we want to achieve, working hard, being emphatic to the people, being considerate to the people, helping people out. This is what we call a personality. Today we appreciate people who are at very high position only very falsely. And when we are talking about them in private, we criticize them. So what? He has become this just because he was corrupt. We talk like this. The whole personality is nothing. It's a mirage. The real personality is in your achievements. It's not on your face, it's not on your body, it's not anywhere. It's how you are in total, what you are, what you think, what you do, how you behave, what language you use. Are you polite to people? Are you using nice words with the people? Every small little gesture of your body, your speaking, your expression, your sympathetic attitude. Somebody is lying on the road, you go and pick him up. That reflects your personality. So all actions, and we all are active and do actions day in and day out. Now with these actions, I would like you to again go into your introspective on day-to-day basis and find out what was the good that I did, what was the bad I did. I was rude to a person, no, that was bad. And I promise you, anybody at any level, anywhere in this country or outside, can develop a personality. Personality is not your riches, not your family background, Nobody gets a personality from his family background. Maybe your father, mother have their own individual personality. You are influenced by it. You may copy some of the things from them. It is how you use them in your life which makes you an independent personality, a personality which can reflect lots and lots of things. So please remember that in personality development, if I go one-to-one, self-esteem, introspective, then we come down to your appearance, your sense of dress up, your mindset, positivity or negativity, then your attitude towards others in the world, people surrounding you with whom you have dealings, how do you behave with them, your behaviors, then your utterances of the words that you use in day-to-day life. Do you use soft words or do you not use soft words? Are you abusive language are you using or do you use soft language? Then the respect that you give to the people who command respect out of you. Whether you are respectful to your elders, to the people who are ill, whether you're respectful to your parents, to your teachers, to the others in life, is something which matters very much. Then another thing which is very, very important is that whether you know when you have done something wrong, whether you're listening to your conscience or you're not listening to your conscience, that is your moral and immoral attitude of life. Sometimes we do things out of compulsions, sometimes we do things because circumstances demand that we should do them. But are we guilty? Do we feel guilt even this bit in our heart somewhere? If my conscience says, I did this, I shouldn't have done it. Galat hua. It's very wrong I did. Then at least I have some humanity in me left. Morality, all these little tactics of life which we read everywhere, we learn from anybody, reflects on our personality. If I'm a good poet, if I'm a good writer, if I'm a good speaker, if I'm a good social worker, if I'm a good person in the village as a, what you call grassroots worker, I go from place to place into the houses helping, right? Even if I decide in my free time I go and spend some time with the slum children and do something, I have a personality of my own. So personalities cannot be judged. Hundreds and thousands of people have tried to teach personality. The only thing we can teach you and bring to you is that you should know your own self. Develop your personality. Do not ever feel that, oh, he has a lovely personality because he's rich. Oh, he has a big car, so he has a personality. Or he's very charming. God has given Aishwarya Rai all the beauty. She's a lovely personality. Maybe her moods and all are different. You haven't got in touch with her. Maybe she's a different person. Maybe Sachin Tendulkar is a lovely personality because he has achieved something and has shown you, look how he has made a mark in a field, and we admire him for that. Yes, we can say he's a personality. Personality is Lata Mangeshkar. When Lata Mangeshkar's early life, I was reading her biography, when she was young, nobody was there to marry her even. The whole family was very upset. Her father was very upset because she was dark looking. Gujaratis mein the color complexion means quite a bit. She was not very good looker and nobody came forward to marry her even. Then she developed her personality in a different field. And you see, today we stand for hours together, not one person. Millions of persons stand hours together just to get a glimpse of this woman. She hasn't changed. She's the same person. Her looks are the same. She hasn't changed herself, except that she has gone with her skill to a place where she gets the admiration. So personalities are developed. Personalities are hard work things. Personalities are not proven to people, but people themselves pick up personalities. They start admiring you. And that admiration shows that you have something which is desirable in you, which is your personality. And personalities cannot be stolen. Some people say you can steal somebody's personality. No. You can only copy someone. You can try to acquire some good tacks out of that personality. You cannot go into the shoes of somebody's personality. You cannot. You may go to a parlor, acquire some beauty tips and things like that. Now people go to plastic surgeons, get things done. But you are you. Your inside, your total self is your personality. So please do not for once feel, wherever you are, in whatever places you are, whatever is your background, be very proud of yourself. Love yourself. Feel proud of your existence. The day you start loving yourself and feeling proud, you will find a new thing developing into you, quality of leadership, that you can do it. You can also do it. You have the same brain as others have. Maybe your brain wasn't developed enough, but you can develop it. There's so many ways of doing it. So please remember, the only practice, tell 10 times in the day, I can do it. I can do it and I will do it. These are the words you have to repeat to enhance your personality and go the right path to achieve what you want to achieve. I think we'll finish here. Thank you very much.
So the 2 points which you boldly asking to follow, that one is just recognize yourself, and then you try to improve your personality, not just emulating others, but you emulate the certain part which
Your
you think,
capabilities
yeah.
and your own skills.
Own skills.
Am I, you have to find out, okay, what I'm trying to achieve, am I capable of doing it?
And here, my point is here, some people are psychologically or physically, as you rightly discern the fact that they are different from others. So some suits to their psychological temperament or say physical temperament. So but he likes the personality of others. So should they adopt or should leave it? No, this is not for me. I should not copy this trait from him.
We all have a role model in life. We all have a role model, and that personality reflects on us. The role model can be in your own house, your father, your brother, your maybe your mother, maybe in your relations you have an uncle who somewhere you admire or whatever he is. So you try to, copy few things out of him. Not all. You cannot totally steal his personality. But yes, there are certain good points. You feel he talks like this. He sits like this. He wears clothes like this. He is very social. The moment something happens, he is the first one to be present there. So these are what we call, you always take from the good people their qualities and try to follow them out. Without losing yourself. You don't become that you are totally that person. कि मुझे तो बिल्कुल यूं ही है. No.
Right.
You have to keep yourself open because circumstances change.
Okay,
The world
because
changes.
some people are introvert. They can't be extrovert despite the fact they put hard effort in doing so. So in that case, what it suggests? This,
Well-
because he is born introvert, or you can say his personality is
hierarchy or
introvert.
something.
Yeah. So he should remain that and develop the attribute which is admirable, as you said in the case of Lata Mangeshkar or Tendulkar.
See-
They should seek the changing themselves to be extrovert.
I have a feeling that introvert people make themselves introvert.
Okay.
I strongly feel that you are not an introvert, circumstances and you yourself make yourself an introvert. Because somebody tells you something, ye mat karo, and we stop doing that. We should go into an introspective, am I right in doing it or am I wrong in doing it?
You were right when you see in this general approach, but when you go through the Hertzberg XY type of theory of personality and leadership, so there are certain qualities which is for the person of type X and person type Y. So in that case, when we put in that framework and that picture of,
See,
then how you analyze the thing?
See, it is not always difficult to take out an introvert person into an extrovert person, but he requires help. An external help, either from a mentor in the house. If there is no mentor in the house, then somebody who can stroke him from outside. He needs somebody who can stroke him, who can go on encouraging him for small action he does. Because he knows he has become an introvert because of certain circumstances, as you were just putting it to me. But such people do require little help. Like we do take little workshops with such people, small groups, try to open them up. It's very difficult to make them come out initially, but then gradually when they realize that you are one of them, and when they realize that you are not thinking that you are somebody superior and they are somebody inferior, they gradually start opening out. And once they open out and they are able to break the barrier of this introvertship, then they really pick up the right path to become extroverts. You must have seen lots and lots of children who come from smaller town to work in Delhi.
Right.
They are the one who initially when they come, they're so scared, they don't utter a word. Whosoever tells them what, they say G, and they are finished with it. They know that this is, we want to say nahi ye galat hai, but they will never do it because they are taught to be introvert, they're scared. There is some sort of self-made scare inside them. They don't speak out because they're scared of speaking wrong things. Not that they're going to speak wrong, but they have that barrier inside. Now, such people require a good friend, a good mentor, a good person to bring them out of this. I don't say they can do it themselves because unless somebody is there to support them, नहीं इनकी बात भी तो सुनो, इनको भी कहो. You have to have somebody coaxing them and making them come out.
Okay.
Then only. And it happens in offices that bosses are supposed to be doing it.
Okay.
I have a feeling that at the top level, if a person finds a person very intelligent but still not very, he should tell him, okay, come on, I want you to make a presentation this time. Next time in the board meeting, I like you to present this case. Put more responsibilities on them, give them chances, and make sure that people do not laugh. Make sure that people don't jeer at them. People don't, that is where we say you require a
So a
mentor.
kind of environment should be created so that he can come out with.
And
their
I
own
think
personality.
every human being can come out provided proper environments are created. This is one thing which is lacking very much in our education system. I really would like to mention here that there are very, very intelligent boys and girls who have done their studies. Especially I go to very many smaller towns and I tell you, those children are far more educated. The word is education. Their knowledge is so tremendous, much better than metro towns children, because metro town children have a lot of diversifications. Those children, they know the value of the money and they study very hard. But unfortunately, they are total introverts. They have nothing. But if you try to give them little supports, so I feel that this area of personality development and communication should be part of your teaching program. It should be responsibility of every teacher that he or she should pay more attention. Time has come when should make the pyramid upside down. We only speak to the few intelligent ones who are very talkative, who are spokespeople all the time. We ignore the bigger crowd which is down the base. No training programs for them, nothing for them. So once we do the pyramid upside down, you will find a tremendous quality of students, quality of people, intellectual coming into this area. We have lots
This is
and lots of
necessary to be given.
chances. It's necessary. I think we should, in higher education level, we should make this particular thing, though everybody considers this to be a useless subject, because people are so overconfident. They feel हमें तो आता है. We know our mannerism, we know our talking, we know what is this communication. We can communicate. What is this? What is this personality? We have our personality. So there are misconceptions. So time has come when you need to
Okay, so
develop
we'll
these
finish,
things.
but before that, you just tell one or two sentences. What is the balanced personality?
Balanced personality is a person who attains success by his or her skills and who is able to be acceptable in society and in various groups. I'm not talking about a particular group, acceptable in various groups and is able to mold himself or herself according to needs of that group.
Okay.
That person we call a balanced personality who inspires others.
Okay. He should have the talent of molding themselves according to the situation.
And should be able to inspire others.
Okay. So, well, friends, with this word, we conclude the lecture. I thank all of you for watching the lecture. And I also thank on your behalf Professor Nirmal Bhatnagar for giving such a wonderful lecture on this very topic. Thank you very much.